Welcome to First Star Let's Chat, an athletic therapy podcast. I'm your host, James Gardner, certified athletic therapist, certified strength and conditioning specialist, yoga instructor, human being. This platform, for the pros, by the pros, anybody in the performance space, and beyond. Welcome here to share in the stories of professionals, experiences, journeys, learning along the way. It's a platform to connect, to network, and to be a part of a community that cares, with conversations that matter, experiences that resonate, and generate ideas, thought-provoking, organic dialogue, passionate pros. Brought to you as always by First Star Therapy, Mobility Tape, Epic, and Benchmark Athletics. In association with the Canadian Athletic Therapists Association. It's First Star Let's Chat, an athletic therapy podcast. Thanks for being here. Thank you for being a part of it. All right, we're joined by Craig Switzler, Director of Clinical Education at the University of Utah. It's Let's Chat, an athletic therapy podcast here live from the wrap-up-ish of a pretty busy schedule here, pretty condensed. Thank you for your time. Thank you for joining us.
Yeah, thank you. This is fantastic.
Yeah, and this is a quick hitter, I guess. Stopped in the hallway yesterday and said, hey, I think I know somebody who knows you. So this is the idea of a big world that just got smaller, both in the athletic therapy and training space, but just globally. You take it from there.
Yeah. So one of my students is being placed at a high school there in Utah, and the preceptor there, T, knew you in Canada, apparently. And when I was making the arrangements for the student to be placed there, she said, hey, you got to say hi to James, and he's doing the podcast. And so when I saw you, I was like, yes, we need to do this. And that's what happened. So
awesome. Context for our listeners out there. During COVID, at the back end of COVID, we were allowed to do in-person stuff again. I became, I guess, type adjunct teacher in the program at Sheridan. Tiet was a student at the time, absolute rock star. In fact, I think I walked away saying she's going to hire me one day. We reconnected out in Vancouver when I was in the MLS. She was doing some work, and small world now. Tell us a little bit about the University of Utah and the program there. And then we'll, take it wherever we need to.
Yeah, perfect. So we're joined today with one of my students who actually made it out here as well, Nicole, who came over to Ireland to understand what the WFAT is and that type of thing. So the University of Utah, Masters in Athletic Training, it's a little over 2 years, 1 year on campus, the second year, Nicole is out at a local regional college in Oregon where I used to work, Southern Oregon University, shout out there. And that's kind of it. We do the 2-year program, students graduate. Hopefully they get a job. That's what we really want.
Yeah, I love that. And Nicole just did a takeover, so that'll be, on social channels. That's what people are using as, currency these days. So that's great. That was awesome. Appreciate you doing that as well. Let's just wrap it up. Takeaway, student, takeaway, mentor, mentee, obviously a big component of this World Congress and of our profession. So 1 or 2 takeaways from the few days here.
I guess one of the biggest takeaways is the teamwork and collaboration, throughout everything here. Everybody talks about their experience, whether they're from Ireland or from the UK or from the US or Canada, all the collaboration, and especially with the student aspect too, and trying to bridge it all together. I really love that.
Yeah, and falling back on our theme, big world, small world, I've connected with one of our alumni in the UK, Megan, one of our alumni that was from Canada, now is in the US, Jacqueline. It's been a wonder to see that big world, global AT world, come down to so many connections. I talk to the students about if you want to go someplace or talk to somebody knows somebody. It's that whole 6 degrees. And really in the AT world, it might only be 3 degrees type of thing.
Yeah. And sometimes even smaller. It feels
Yeah,
like.
yeah. So it's such a great experience to be here and see that global perspective through individual perspectives.
Yeah, and you can have different associations, right? Like we have the CAT in Canada, you have the NATA there, but we all fall under one umbrella. So for me, for the takeaway, for alignment with WFAT, and humbled and grateful to be a host for an international, Congress like this, an international arrangement like this. But we can sort of put aside our own individual association and really dive into the profession, right? And I think that's a big takeaway on my side. You've done a wonderful job capturing it. Hopefully you get some time to just decompress a little bit here. It's been a lot. It's been a really dense schedule from a student side, from an educator or professional side. It's been really well done on my take, just being able to pop in, pop out, and all the wonderful guests. Time is also a currency that we play with, so I won't take too much more of yours. I'll let Nicole and Craig, you can wrap this up however you want, but to our listeners out there, this is what it's all about, right? It's about putting yourself out there. It's about sharing your experiences, owning your story, and hearing other people's. Nicole, however you want to wrap this up.
If any students that are listening, go to any conference or anything that you can, any volunteer opportunities or anything to go out and meet people. I've met so many professionals in the world of athletic training and athletic therapy that, I'll reach out to in my future. I've met so many students that I have connections with from people in my cohort back at Utah. So there's so many connections that, that's like the most valuable thing, is make those connections.
I think one of the things that I'm finding out here is at this World Congress, we're finding out that we're doing exactly the same things, right? Whether you're NATA, CATA, what WFAT, all of that. And so put yourself out there, like Nicole said, put yourself out there, get a hold of somebody, talk to somebody, just understand the profession and advocate for the profession.
All right. Well, appreciate your time. I know it was a little bit quick. I know we've been bouncing around. There's been a lot going on for everybody. So I do appreciate you carving the time in. University of Utah, Masters in Athletic Training. Nicole, Craig, thank you so much. To our listeners out there, check out their program. Check out Nicole's takeover, not for my sake, but for our sake as a profession and on the globe. This way you get to hear us. Don't watch it. If you're watching Nicole's takeover, you're going to have to see my face. So anyway, it's been great. Appreciate it. We'll see you at the social, and we'll wrap this thing up. Thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you. Awesome.
Thanks again for being here. Thanks for listening. Thanks for being a part of this community. Check us out online, firststartherapy.com. That's FIRSTAR therapy.com. Or email us with feedback, consult@firststartherapy.com. CONSULT@firststartherapy.com. On Instagram @firststar.therapy, and our podcast host @letschat.at. This is First Star Let's Chat, an athletic therapy podcast.